What's your excuse? You say you're doing everything that you can in order to change the situation you're in. What's your proof? Where are the results that say that you were ready and willing to do more than whatever enough was to ensure that you gave yourself every chance to? If that's not the case, then what's the use? What are you complaining for? If you haven't done every possible thing in your power to put your own self in a position that is better than the one that you find yourself wanting to get out of, what are you changing for? What do you expect to be different if you keep doing the same thing that gets and gives you the same outcome repeatedly? What are you explaining for? You're always starting something that you won't finish. You need to stop that immediately because what are you aiming for? You do not have a forever to figure out that all you ever had was the now that you thought was never the right time to. There's only so much listening and learning and losing that you can take before you let the opportunities of life leave you alone instead of leading you right. You have to go and get what you're supposed to get on your own. You have to create the life that you are waiting to live. It doesn't just find you. You're making no way more normal than it should be. Some of the resistance and rejection that you are experiencing is because you are expecting it. Your disposition, your dialogue, your demeanor speaks volumes. Yours is saying everything wrong and not right about who you are and what you want instead of the yes that it could be. It's you that won't stop thinking, saying, and being more negative, pessimistic, contrary, and everything other than open to the possibility that you can, you will, you are, and you must. It's you allowing them to tell you that you can't, you won't, you shouldn't, you are not ready, and that it's not your time. Instead of believing, encouraging, and having the natural faith that you have in yourself, it's them that you trust. Now you're giving up instead of getting up. You're going down instead of going through. You said that you were going to go about it different this time. The last time it didn't go your way. When are you going to? Because the same way is not the way to the way out that you need to go in order to get yourself to where you have a good chance of being better, bigger, or the benefit that you say you are about to become. But you have to make an obligation out of what you might have believed was optional. And this has to be said. You have to get your ass up and get to going because you know what has to be done. You didn't do all that you could, and you knew you didn't. You've made this about too many things other than you. Who are you kidding? At the same time, you're beating yourself up for making mistakes, the wrong turns, bad choices, and a mess of things for being human. But who isn't? And you still have a choice to keep doing the same thing or to change, but you still have a voice and a power and a reason to turn this thing around and a list of things impacting your situation that are up to you that have nothing to do with anyone else that you have to admit. So you can accept the way it's been going or decide to do at least a little something to start the process of putting what needs to be behind you behind you. What's on your to-do list as what you're doing, and what's ahead of you as what it's going to take to get the job done. The doing nothing, though, that's what you have to quit.